First, though, we got to get to some economic data out this morning. The last economic report of the year. Our Emily McCormick is here with the headlines on jobless claims. Emily.
Well, Julie, a surprise improvement in jobless claims to close out 2020. We saw those initial unemployment claims break below the 800,000 level for the first time since November. And specifically, those came in at 787,000 for the week ended December 26. That was better than the 835,000 that had been expected and a revised 806,000 during the previous week. Now, at the same time, at 787,000, that sum is still well above the pre-pandemic weekly average of about 200,000 new claims, but again, still at the lowest level in a month. We should also note that the 4-week moving average for new claims was upwardly revised by more than 17,000 to nearly 837,000 because of the slight upward revision that we saw to last week's data, as well as the elevated claims that we saw for much of December. Now, turning to continuing claims, that measures the total number of individuals still receiving unemployment benefits through state programs. Those also unexpectedly fell to 5.2 million, better than the almost 5.4 million anticipated, as well as the 5.3 million seen during the previous week. Now, encouragingly, all of this data is actually coming in before we get any impact from that newly authorized $900 billion stimulus package from Congress. But going forward, the labor market may actually see some additional improvement as we have those additional unemployment benefits and, more importantly, the loans through the Paycheck Protection Program, helping small businesses especially be able to keep their workforces on their payrolls in light of the ongoing pandemic. And then finally, a couple of other statistics I want to highlight here from this data. We still saw that as of last week, more than 13 million Americans were claiming benefits through the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance and Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation Program, the latter of which is, of course, that federal program that provides an additional 13 weeks of benefits for those who have exhausted their state unemployment benefits. So those had been renewed again in that Congress's stimulus package. So we will still be seeing those benefits come through March for those claimants. But again, overall, a better than expected report to close out the year, Julie.
Well, that's a good piece of news. Thank you so much, Emily. Appreciate it.